Let's all play What's My Line?
Melba, you just won a brand new reward. Hey, Gene, listen, you know, it fascinates me about that mustache. Does that bend back, or does it really grow to your hide all the way out that far?
No, it comes off in the evening.
No, really, can you do that to it? No, I guess not.
That's
it really
really
goes
not
out.
a mustache. He swallowed a dog up to the tail.
Welcome to What's My Line. During the next 30 minutes, you will meet some interesting people engaged in occupations which we hope will baffle our panel. And in addition, the panel will face a celebrity mystery guest a bit later on. Right now, let's meet our first challenger. Would you enter and sign in, please? Chris McClay. Where are you from, Chris?
New York City.
Okay, now, Chris McClay originated a new product in the fashion field, panel, and she is going to show our audience just what it is she created. Now, panel, if you'd close your eyes and put your head down on the desk and don't look up until I give you the word. And now, Chris, will you show the audience what it is that you invented? All right, just a minute, panel, don't look yet. And there it is. Okay, now could you come back over here, Chris, and have a little seat? All right. Panel, you can now look up. And we're going to start the game with Soupy Sales.
What if I don't like what I see?
Life is like that.
Now, what is it? Where is it that we're supposed to... Oh, I thought you were going to show us.
No, we showed the audience.
Okay, now this is something you invented.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
In the beauty, why didn't
In the fashion field.
In the fashion
It
field.
is a product in the fashion
Is
field.
it something that is worn?
Yes.
Is it, when it is worn, is it... Let's get right down to the nitty-gritty. Can we rule out jewelry?
Yes.
Is it some kind of a clothing?
Yes.
Is it worn more by women than by men?
At present, yes.
At present it is, yes. But the world is changing, Soup.
That's right. When it is worn, is it visible to the eye?
No.
She said yes.
Well, it depends, Soupy. No is
When I
really...
say when you walk down the street, could you see it?
Would you see that very thing that she's wearing?
Yes.
You would not see that. 1 down and 9 to go. Donna?
Well, I saw you when you walked in, and is it anything to do with maternity? Something or other?
To an extent.
To an extent. Is it something that extends, if you know what I mean?
I know what it is.
Yes,
Right?
it is.
It's something that extends, like a skirt that has a flap for your tummy or
what it is.
something.
No.
No, it's not a skirt that has a flap. Okay, Gene.
In other words, it's not long johns worn backwards.
No, it
No, that's not a question.
No. Yes, that is not a question.
If you were not wearing that pink garment that you have on, then would I see it?
Yes.
So it is worn on the outside of one's clothes by a pregnant woman?
No.
No, not necessarily. Okay, 3 down and 7 to go, Melba.
It's worn under the clothes, correct?
Yes.
And it's to give the appearance of something which may not be the reality, right?
Yes.
Is it the maternity pillow?
Yes.
That's exactly what it is. The new look, the new pregnant look in fashion.
I don't know.
Chris's product is the Pregnancy Puff, recently featured in Time, Life, Newsweek, and major newspapers. Chris, would you show us one? There is your average pregnancy puff right there.
Dan, the question
And would
is
you
why?
explain what it's intended for?
Keep the
Well.
baby warm.
No, it's intended to be the perfect accessory for the new maternity look and fashion.
Does it have any other purpose?
Well, it's marvelous to surprise old friends with that you haven't seen
I mean,
in a
this is
while.
for people who are not pregnant and want to look pregnant?
That's it.
But why would anybody want to look pregnant if they're not pregnant?
That's what everybody asks.
What, to scare single guys away, probably?
No, a lot of single guys are very attracted to it.
I would wonder whether or not
I
there's
mean, they figure it's all done already.
Right. It's a great relief.
Shock.
I wonder whether or not there's some kind of sociological implication in that. During a time when women are fighting for a kind of liberation and independence and don't want to have children in many cases, I wonder if it's
Well,
if
zero
that would have
popu-
anything to do with still wanting to be pregnant anyway.
Zero population growth endorses our product.
Isn't that
I mean,
extraordinary?
it gives you the psychological feeling of being pregnant without being pregnant.
Right, it's also a lot less expensive than the real thing.
Does Blue Cross pay for the pillow?
Not yet.
Well, I tell you, the only really enormous advantage that I can see to this is that you don't have to feed it at 2 o'clock in the morning.
You also don't have to pay for its college education.
No, you don't. Is that how much are these, by the way?
The plain model, which is a plain satin pillow, is $20, and an extravagant model like the one I'm wearing is $50.
Now, I understand a mother bought one for a 17-year-old daughter.
Yes, she
Why
did.
did she do that?
The girl was going to take a cross-country car trip, and she felt that she would be more safe if she
that's
looked
what it-
pregnant.
Makes sense.
You
Isn't
also get
that
seats in the bus very easy that way.
A lot.
And in the subway. You know the old story. Well, never mind. It's been wonderful having you here with us. Thank you very much.
All contestants on What's My Line receive these gifts from Sarah Coventry: a handsome golden heirloom locket pendant, Florentine bracelet, and dainty tri-light rings. A charming look of elegance by Sarah Coventry. And the Eureka vacuum cleaner for house and car with full deluxe attachments from Eureka, the very best in floor care products. And a lovely dress from Soubrette, the house of many moods. Dresses, hot pants, pantsuits, and ensembles that create excitement and fit to perfection. That's Soubrette. Here's Larry.
Okay, thank you, Dennis. Now would our next challenger enter, please, and sign in. Richard Briggs. Hi, Mr. Briggs. Welcome, Mr. Briggs. Where are you from?
Toledo, Ohio.
Toledo, Ohio. Panel Richard Briggs runs a farm on which he produces a most unusual product. Now we'll show the audience what that product is. And now that everybody knows, we'll start the game with Melba Tolliver.
A most unusual product.
Yes.
Grown in Toledo, Ohio. Is it a product that's, what's the word, hybrid?
Hybrid?
Yes. Is it like two things together, like a tomato and a pepper?
No. No, it's not a
Potato.
tomato and a pepper. 1 down and 9 to go. Soup?
Oh, would it have anything to do with mud hens?
Mud hens? No.
You ever heard of the Toledo Mud Hens? Haven't you ever heard that?
No, I didn't.
Well, if you live in Toledo, it was a baseball team.
Right.
That's
Oh, I
famous.
see. Okay, Donna?
I knew this would be very exciting for you.
Is it something for something else?
Something for something else?
In other words, is it like manure that you put on the ground?
No.
help something
No,
else.
no. 3 down and 7 to go, Gene.
We review the show later. Do you grow surplus? That seems to be big in America these days.
No, that's a joke, too, I think. Go ahead, Gene.
Is what you grow actually marketable and edible?
Yes.
Is it something grown from the earth rather than some sort of living thing?
No, it is not. There's 4 down and 6 to go, Melba.
What you grow, is it, is it an animal kind of thing?
In the sense of being alive, it would be animal, yeah.
That was beautiful.
Now, nobody heard that in the audience, probably at home, but there was an animal sound when that happened, and I can only tell you that I told you not to bring the donkey in here. No, a rooster crowed.
Oh, I thought it was our producer who was a geek.
Okay, Melba, would you like to pursue that at all?
Yeah, a rooster, and it's an unusual.
I think
kind
that
of
was a rooster.
What was that? Your rooster?
Well, I don't know.
It might have been my.
It's probably, the chances are that it was, so we'll give you a qualified yes.
Do you grow? What do you do with roosters? You don't eat them, right?
Who don't eat roosters?
Do you grow a rooster that that acts as a clock?
I think that's a no. Soupy?
You want to know something what really bugs me is that I gotta know, and I just made a joke, Toledo mud hens. I know, but I was partly right, because there's something about that animal that has some hen involved, right?
Yes, there is
That's
certainly
right.
a hen involved in
All right,
this.
now, we heard him go and cock-a-doodle-doo back there. Now, is it something different about this rooster that we should...
Don't let the fact that it's a rooster throw you. That was just something that I said, all right?
Oh, something you said.
Yeah, I just said it was a rooster. It might not have been, in fact, a rooster.
Well, it is something living, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Is it a two-legged animal?
Yes.
Okay. Is it something in the rooster hen family?
Yes.
Is it? Well, sure, all that is good eating. I was going to say a partridge and a thing. Is it one of those in that family? It's what? If we got to find out what it is, whether it's a partridge or a hen or a rooster or.
Well, you have to find out what it does, what it is that he raises that's unique. Because he raises something that's unique. Now, you have established so far, I think, that there's a rooster and a hen
Is there
connected
something
with it.
about the animal that's different?
I won't tell you. Is that
Like
what
it
you're
might be, it might have hair instead of feathers.
There is something about the animal that's different. I tell you, we're going to throw them all over.
Oh, is it a rooster that lays eggs or something?
Yes, and the rooster stands on stilts and he lays scrambled eggs.
And where's a little pregnancy? No, I tell you what it is. He crossbreeds hens and roosters that produce colored eggs.
Oh, I was close.
Yeah, tomatoes and peppers. They're called Easter chickens.
I know that you're all anxious to see what kind of chickens lay colored eggs, so Jennifer would, if you would, and if you could, would you bring out the
Colored
chickens,
chicken,
please?
Melba said.
Where are the chickies? There we are. Thank
Who
you,
notices
Jennifer.
then?
I didn't understand. He crosses a rooster with a chicken?
No. He crossbreeds these chickens, and they produce their chickens. Would you explain it, Mr. Briggs?
They're a chicken that's originally from Chile, South America. And they're a little different. They have no tail feathers that stand up. Whoops. And they lay colored eggs.
What color?
Gray, blue, pink,
Very
green.
big at Easter, huh?
Right.
Does this one lay eggs, the one you held up?
Now this is the rooster, and this is the little hen.
Does the inside of the egg look the same?
Lisa,
Does the inside of the egg look the same?
the inside of the egg is the same.
I tell you what, let's do. Let's take a look at some of these colored eggs. Jennifer Wood, if you would. Would you bring out some eggs, please?
Gee, isn't that amazing?
That's really pretty.
How about this for a haul from the hen house, huh? All of these eggs for you at home with black and white sets. Of course, you can't really see this. And with colored sets, it's kind of difficult because they're all pastels. But this is a normal colored white egg. And these eggs are, as you see, really different colors. This is a blue one? This is one that's speckled. What did you call this? Flowered.
Flowered.
Now, there's one here that's fantastic. Look at this. That's a striped egg. It's green and gray and blue. Now, these eggs haven't been dyed. They're laid this way. Now, what about the shells? Are they this way all the way through or just on the outside?
No, the shell is colored all the way through.
And what about the contents of the shells? Look, here's a brown one. Look at that. It's a Mrs. Orange. This is a pink one. What is the protein content of these eggs, Mr. Briggs?
We have analysis where they're 12 to 15% higher than a regular egg, regular white or brown egg.
And do you just sell these like anybody else sells eggs?
Yes.
Do
they
people
more
come to you
expensive?
for them especially because of the color?
As far as 50 miles away.
Really?
Really.
What about around Easter? What happens Easter time?
We don't answer the phone. You don't go to the door. You know?
Look, here's one that's khaki colored. Look at this.
That was for the.
Fantastic. That's a beautiful.
Really is extraordinary. Now, is there any other thing about these eggs that we ought to know that makes them different from other eggs? What about the cholesterol content of them? Do they?
We're running analysis on that. We have a clue that it's about 10% lower. We want to back that up, though, before anything really is said.
That's really marvelous, Mr. Briggs, and thank you very much for being with us on What's My Line. Time for the mystery guest. Everybody put on their blindfolds, if you will. Are they all in place? Gorgeous. Will our mystery guest enter, please, and sign in? Okay, panels, you know our questioning changes now. It's one at a time, so we'll give you 3 minutes to establish the identity of the mystery guest, and let's start the questioning with Donna Valeri.
Mystery guest, do we know you for your appearances on Broadway?
Maybe.
Mystery guest, is the vast proportion of the population probably more familiar with you through television?
Not really, Gene, although that's one field. Melba?
Would we know you then because of your work in films?
Nope.
No?
Nope, that's a no. Soup?
Are you starring in a show that you starred in before again, and it's even a bigger hit this time than it was before?
Nope.
Nope. Donna?
Are you in a show right now?
Nope.
I think you've been misled a little bit by the fact that he said you might have seen him on Broadway, and you indeed might have seen him on Broadway, but not in the context of a Broadway show.
Is this my turn?
Yep, Gene.
I'm going to go back to the very beginning.
Okay.
Are you best known as being a professional entertainer?
Yep. Melba?
And we might have seen you on Broadway, but not in a Broadway show.
Right.
Those tickets.
Or records or something. Are you known for your... are you known primarily as a singer?
Nope.
Nope, not as a singer. Soupy?
But you said I was recognized. We know him from Broadway, but not as a singer. When you say on Broadway, would it be because he would be in a nightclub, say, comedian?
Comedian is the word you're using? No. Donna?
When you were with this Broadway show, was it because you were producing it or directing it?
Nope.
No? They're not going to get it. All right, I tell you what, just to put you out of your misery, why don't you take off your mask and say hello to one of the greats of music, Count Basie. You got him. You got him.
Boy, you just got the greatest reviews with your band at the St. Regis roof. It's so great.
Well, thank you, Steve.
If he'd have talked, I'd have got
We
it.
would have
I'm
known.
hit. I said you'd dig it.
I told a story about you this morning.
I heard about that.
Is it true?
What? A little bit of it.
A little bit. Well, is it true? Well, it was when one of
It's too late. Yeah.
It's too late.
Tell what it was.
No. I know.
It was when one of his musicians was giving
Don
Count
Byas.
his
Don
notice.
Byas.
Don Byas.
That's
And he went in and he knocked on the door, and Count says, "Yeah," and Don Byas, he opened the door and he says, "Bass," and Basie says, "Yeah." He said, "In 4 weeks I will have been gone too."
That's a smooth way to give you notice. Yeah. Listen, you are about the only musician who ever had in an arrangement a phrase which turned the whole country on. And that phrase is "one more time." How did that happen?
Why? It really wasn't what. It really doesn't belong to me. Actually, it started with me because we worked with a group at Wild Bill Davis and his great group, the organist. We were doing April in Paris, and Bill always said, one more time, one more time. So we were to record together, to make this record together, but Bill's truck broke down on the road somewhere, and I thought this was a good chance for me to steal it from Bill, so we recorded it without Bill, and so we made the one more time. It actually belongs to Bill. Yeah,
but everybody thinks of it as yours. Listen, we're going to break away for a minute for a commercial. We'll be right back after this word. Don't go away, Colin. Well, we're back just long enough to say goodbye. Count Basie, it's an honor to have you with us. Thank you very much. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you later. Goodbye.
This is Dennis Holy speaking for What's My Line, a Mark Goodson and Bill Todman production.
Watching, you little rascals.
Oh, it's fun, isn't it? And who subscribes to it?
Go on, push the button.
Think of the fun you could have on
The tube.
the tube.
You.
Tube.
Tube.
TV tubes.
That's a lot of fun, isn't it?
It's going to be a lot more fun.
If you keep going the way you're going.
Go on, push the button.
Please
Subscribe.
I hope they're watching.